All right. All right. Shalom. Shalom, Akim. All right. This is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Coming with another lesson through the Spirit. And Lord willing, this be edifying to the Lord's elect. And before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, is laboring in the word, and is pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Yahwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all, Barakatham. All right. This is a video that I want to share. Excuse me. A video that I want to share that I came across on Instagram. And, you know, this video, it broke my heart. You know what I'm saying? It did break my heart, man. So I'm not even going to do too much talking. I just want to let you listen to this video. This is based on an actual story. And I'm going to go into that story after this. But you know, the artist, all right, Jenny Jinya, okay, went into a very good illustration of this story. All right. So like I said, I'm not going to do too much talking. Let me just get this started. All right. Bear with me. All right. So I'm going to just read it out. It says, please go away. Please just leave. Because where's your partner? What? Swans mate for life. Yet I don't see your partner anywhere. I can't see his spirit, so he must still be alive. Did he just leave you alone with this? He couldn't handle it. Neither can I. I wasn't even allowed to meet them. Only one little egg is left, intact. Death, you're not here for my unhatched eggs, are you? You're here for me, right? Please, don't be scared. The stress, the grief, this is more than you can take. But I'm ready. Please forgive me, little egg. All right. So this is a story that takes place, all right, back in June 2020, and it was reported uh, by Daily Mail, and so I'm going to read it here. It says, Swan dies from a broken heart after teenage Yobs killed her unborn cygnets when they smashed her eggs with bricks. A mother swan died after her eggs were smashed in Bolton, Greater Manchester. She was found dead in her nest earlier this week by a group of wildlife activists. The unborn cygnets were smashed by rocks thrown by teenage boys on May the 20th. Her male mate had disappeared from the nest near Manchester Canal 2 weeks ago. A mother swan is said to have died from a broken heart after heartless vandals had smashed her unhatched eggs with bricks. A group of teenage boys killed the unborn cygnets after hurling rocks and bricks at them last month in Bolton, Greater Manchester. The Yobs were spotted throwing rocks and bricks in the swan's nest along Manchester Canal on May the 20th. Witnesses say that they were aiming for the island where the swans had made a nest, and 3 of the 6 eggs were left smashed. Wildlife activists who were monitoring the swans said more eggs were lost in recent weeks, leaving just 1 surviving egg. They added that the father swan was driven away from the nest due to stress 2 weeks ago and has not returned since. The female swan has been harassed by more hens, ducks, and a dog since her unhatched eggs were first attacked. The heartbroken activists sadly found the female swan dead in her nest earlier this week. Activist Sam Woodrow said, "There's not much I can say, really. She probably died of a broken heart, as she had a partner for life, and he was driven away by stress." According to Swan Lifeline, it has been known for swans to die of a broken heart if they lose their partners, as swans generally mate for life. Posting on Facebook, Michael Mason said her mate left her on her own, and sadly I was informed this morning that she was found slumped in her nest dead. I just feel like crying. So, it says Swan Sanctuary said if a swan's mate is killed or disappears, the surviving bird goes through a similar grieving process to humans. Then the swan either finds a new stretch of water to live in, flies off to join another flock, or stays where it is. It says a spokesman for the RSPCA said, "This is a really sad development, and it is very unsettling to hear about the death of this poor swan." So that's pretty much it. And it shows pictures of the 2 swans together with their eggs. And this is the nature of Esau Edom. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, we can't know for certain if those teenage boys were Edomites, all right? But granted, it being in the UK, all right, or Manchester, one can likely, assume that it would be Edomites, man. All right, and it is not. This is not far-fetched. You know what I'm saying? It's actually very indicative of how Esau Edom behaves. You know what I'm saying? And I remember, when I was young, and like I say, we used to see fireflies all the time. And I was always distraught when I saw somebody capture a firefly and rip off its abdomen, trying to keep the light. And it was just, hey man, the scriptures say that foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, man. But this was very, very cruel. You know what I'm saying? Very cruel. And this is another reason why Esau has to be taken out of rulership, man. All right, because the scriptures say, as the ruler of the city is, so are his subjects. Okay, so his officers, you know what I'm saying, as the ruler of the city is, so are those that dwell therein. You know what I'm saying? Those that dwell underneath that ruler take on the mindset of the one that they are being ruled by. You know what I'm saying? So, if you live in an environment that is built on violence and and deplorable actions, you're going to get that type of behavior from the citizens. You see what I'm saying? Let's go to Proverbs. And this is Proverbs chapter 12. Let's see. All right, Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 10, it says, "A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel." The tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. You see what I'm saying? In the form of mercy, these devils are cruel. How much more when they are not being merciful? You see what I'm saying? As we see these Edomites that's showing their horns in these days, man. You know what I'm saying? A swan is very symbolic. It's very symbolic. As a matter of fact, let me look this up real quick. All right. What does the swan symbolize? All right, the AI overview says swans typically symbolize grace, purity, and love, and transformation in many cultures. They're often associated with fidelity and loyalty, as they typically mate for life. You know what I'm saying? And that's a very beautiful thing, man. Swans are rich in symbolism across various cultures and traditions. They're known for grace and beauty. They're known for their love and fidelity. They're known for their purity and innocence, transformation and wisdom. You see? So, you know what I'm saying? This is very very sad to see. All right, for someone to take stones and take take rocks and bricks, you know what I'm saying, to try and harm the innocents, man. All right, let's go to, let's go to the book of Psalms. All right, this is Psalms. All right, Psalms chapter 94 and verse 21. It says, "They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood." Okay? So that's what they tend to do, man. All right, the more innocent or the more defenseless a target is, it seems to get Esau's blood boiling, you know what I'm saying, and more filled with bloodlust. You know what I'm saying? As the scriptures say, they go estranged. All right, they are estranged from the womb, and as soon as they be born, they speak lies, man. I know that's in Psalms as well. Let's see if I can find that. Let's see. I think that maybe. Come on, this is Psalms, Psalms chapter 58 and verse 2. Psalms chapter, let's start at verse 1. Psalms chapter 58 and verse 1. It says, "Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies." This is who they are, man. This is who they are, as the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 4 says. All right, these Edomites, they are the border of wickedness, man. You know what I'm saying? What does the scripture say? What did Yahushua say? He said, the thief comes not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. Let's go to John chapter 10. All right. John chapter 10 and verse 10. "The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly." And the Lord is going to bring healing in his wings, not just to save the elect of the nation of Israel, man, but to heal this earth, man. All right? And it's going to take 1,000 years for the Messiah and the first fruits of the 144,000 to fix this place, man. We're going to have to fix this. You see what I'm saying? To fix this. Bring it all back to where the way it's supposed to be. Because this is too much. This is too much, man. Right? Like I just read, the righteous man regarded the life of his beast, man. You see what these devils do, all right, to all these animals out here? And they do it for fun. How many of these jokers got caught, okay, got caught, being, being sexually inappropriate with their animals? I could just look it up right now. As a matter of fact, let me do that. How many cases of let's see. Let me see. How many cases of sexual assault towards animals have been reported in 2026 so far? All right, let's go to World Animal Foundation. All right, worldanimalfoundation.org. Let's see. All right, as of as of May the 6th, all right, as of May the 6th, 2026, it says animal cruelty statistics make for harrowing reading. If you have a sensitive disposition, then discretion is advised. While there will be no graphic images below, the matter of animal abuse statistics is upsetting. Abuse happens in many ways. Something mild, seemingly innocent, or even well-intended can still constitute as animal abuse. Animals are majestic creatures, and each breed has a detailed set of care requirements. The true extent of animal cruelty is rarely discussed, with less than 0.01% of abuse cases given media attention. And that tells you a lot. That tells you a lot, man. It's barely even reported on. Let's see. Slovakia. I'm trying to get something straightforward. But, let me just read a couple of these bullet points. It says 10 million animals are abused to death each year in the U.S., according to veterinarians.org. Yearly, sheep, all right, annual animal deaths over 7.5, it's about 7.5 million sheep, all right, experience death by animal cruelty. 23.2 million ducks, all right, by animal cruelty. Cattle, 36.1 deaths. Pigs, 124 million, all right, deaths per year. 214.5 million deaths per year for turkeys. Fish, 3.8 billion. 3.8 billion fish. 8.1 billion chickens. 43.1 billion shellfish. So yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. You see all this stuff going on, man. All right, U.S. animal cruelty statistics. It says that a study found that about 1.8% of U.S. adults, or around 2 out of 100 people, engage in animal cruelty. This study stated that animal brutality is often seen in young, poor men with a family history of antisocial behavior. They may have conduct disorder as children and develop antisocial, obsessive, compulsive personality disorders or gambling problems as adults. All right. Man. Yeah, you see a lot of these. Look at it. Ferrets, rabbits, damn, horses. I mean, shit, man. We've been seeing all types of stuff going on. This is just sad. 80% of dog cruelty cases were reported in 2019. All right. Yeah, so that's pretty crazy, man. That's pretty crazy. It doesn't give me what the information that I was looking for, like pinpointed, but yeah, just looking at that is that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. This one right here, dogsacademy.org. It says the FBI's NIBRS defines animal cruelty as intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly taking an action that mistreats or unalives any animal without just cause, such as torturing, tormenting, mutilation, maiming, poisoning, or abandonment. As you read, many animals worldwide suffer in more ways than you can imagine. These eye-opening animal abuse statistics need more attention because only 0.01% of the cases are brought to light, as I just read in the other article. So this is a real thing, man. Like, these jokers, they do not report on any of this. That's crazy. So it says every minute an animal suffers abuse. 65% of animal abuse victims are dogs. 50 million animal deaths have been recorded as a result of animal abuse since 1990. Over 10 billion land animals are sent to slaughterhouses for food every year. Asian animals suffer the highest animal abuse rate in the world. 97% of abused animals are farm animals. 115 million animals across the globe are victims of laboratory testing. Majority of circus animals' lives are spent in confinement. 71% of people who engage in domestic violence abuse their pets. Over 200 animal species have become extinct since the 1700s as a result of animal abuse. Okay? And when did America become established as we go into the 250th year of its inception? All right? So when was America established? Was it 1776? Right? Let me be correct on that. Okay. So yeah, 1776. So as it says, over 200 animal species have become extinct since the 1700s as a result of animal abuse. And like I said, America was formed in 1776. You see what I'm saying? And yes, there is a correlation there, man. All right? Yes, there is. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I need to get from that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get too much more. Let's go back to the scriptures. All right? Let's go to Isaiah. And like I'm good with animals. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. I mean, I'm very allergic to cats, but I don't hate cats. They can be they can be jerks sometimes, but I don't hate cats. You know what I'm saying? I literally just zapped a fly in my room as I was preparing for this lesson. I zapped a fly, and it was still moving. So what I did was I just scooped it up inside of a paper towel and just let it live out the rest of his life outside. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. I remember Elder Yashawamba a couple years back. I think it was back in 2023. He did a lesson about the importance of roaches. All right, he literally took the time to research the importance, all right, or the contributions that roaches make to the ecosystem. A roach. You know what I'm saying? And literally everything that the Lord made was good. Everything the Lord made was good. even mosquitoes. And yes, I did look up what was the significance of mosquitoes. What benefits does a mosquito bring to the ecosystem? And they are a vital food source for many of the animals that eat them. And if there's no mosquitoes, then that messes up the ecosystem. You see? So everything has a delicate balance, man. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 26. All right. And I'm laughing because because Elder Yashawamba, when he was doing that lesson, he had to stop himself. He was like, yo, I can't believe this shit. I can't believe I'm actually doing a lesson on roaches. Oh man, that was great. This is Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 10. It says, let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness, in the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? The only time that he'll take these animals and these everything from the wildlife, if he can't use it for a weapon, if he can't use it and turn it into a weapon, he'll just make it go extinct. You know what I'm saying? These devils have done so much around the world, and then they turn around and say, we're going to celebrate Earth Day. You see? Literally, as they're trying to push this mark, as they're trying to push this charagma, all right, they're using the guise of this is going to help the Earth. This is going to save the Earth, save the planet. It's amazing. It's amazing, man. You've done too much. This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. You know what I'm saying? And as a result, the planet itself is fighting back against these devils, man. The planet itself is fighting back against these Edomites. I saw a video not too long ago where there was this one female, all right, this Edomite woman, she went and called, calling herself, being one with nature. She walked up to a damn bison. Walked up to a bison, that sucker gorged her, sent her ass flying, and was dragging her damn pants like on his horn. Like this, y'all Edomites, bro. Y'all Edomites are something else. And the world don't like you. The planet doesn't like you. You see what I'm saying? As the scriptures say, the earth will not yield her increase. You see? Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 8. Verse 7. As a matter of fact, let's start at verse 6. Isaiah 14 and 6. It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth in the singing. The earth is going to be at rest once we take these Edomites down. You see what I'm saying? The earth will be at rest. The earth is going to be quiet. Quiet, peaceful. A nice, peaceful night. Pleasant night. You know what I'm saying? Where you can hear the rain, you know what I'm saying? You can hear the water in the distance. You can hear, you know what I'm saying, the animals, you know what I'm saying, just, I don't know, just chirping, just being at peace. You know what I'm saying? You can smell the different fragrances coming off the trees. You see? This devil gotta be taken out of the way, man. Verse 8, yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellows come up against us. You see? I can't wait to see that. Cannot wait to see it, man. But you devils have not changed. You can never change. All right? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, can never change. So stop trying to save them. Stop trying to fix them. Stop trying to change the way that they are, man, because it's not possible. Jeremiah chapter 13 and verse 23, can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then can ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil? You can't change them, man. This is who they are, and this is what they'll always be. As a people. You see what I'm saying? As a people. So, I'm going to cut that there, man. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. All right. I want to say, call Halayim La. Allahaya Nawa Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rucha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.